right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First off, we give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
We give honor to our apostles, give honor to our elders, the great millstone, who taught us the truth and the will, and salutations to hope, Christmas, truth, and all honesty and sincerity. We are brothers at GMS Kansas City, coming another week in, week out to prophesy the downfall of America, as well as wake up the 12 tribes of Israel, which is so-called blacks, the so-called Latinos, and the so-called Native Americans. You're the true Hebrew Israelites of the Bible. All right? And it's time to wake up out of sleep, and it's time that you people start getting right and repenting, because heavy judgment is getting ready to happen on the way, man. You know, the Lord has got these spirits out here for vengeance, and it's really starting to fuck people up. People are, you know, all of a sudden passing away suddenly and shit. You know, there's talks of another illness, big thing coming out, you know, like they did in 2021. There's talks of that. People are dropping like flies, man. Animals are turning up. This lady got a whole chunk bit out of her whole fucking calf, man, in Texas over the 4th of July weekend. You know, so we're in a time of judgment. The Lord is really starting to fuck people up, man. It's starting to get spiritual vengeance on the wicked. You know? So if your bro's got some precepts, man, we're gonna let them fly. These people need to be destroyed, man.
That's right.
You know, they're very vexed in this kingdom. They're celebrating their independence and shit. And really all that shit is just folly, man. You got Jake popping fireworks all night long and shit, man. Still popping fireworks and crackers, celebrating their captivity.
This is Isaiah chapter 34, verse 1. Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people, let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord Yahweh is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them, he hath delivered them to the slaughter.
Right. So you got talks of World War III at all-time highest right now. To the point where everybody knows that this shit getting ready to happen, man. I was just talking to my father the other night. Even he was saying that, hey, it looks like World War III's already started. These are average civilians saying it now. So you know we in the time of where, you know, Jacob's trouble. Hey, Apostle Tahar declared this year the year of hopeful year of Jacob's trouble for a reason. Because shit, judgment's getting ready to go forth heavily. Wars, rumors of wars, mass death. It's all coming, man.
It says, verse 3, their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses.
Right, so you're gonna have so many bodies in the street. You know, when a body begins to rot, all you gotta do is look on the side of the road to get a good comparison. These deer get hit, and they sit on the side of that highway. What happens? They swell up, you know, and they start to explode and shit. Imagine when a big event happens of mass death. There's too many bodies to clean up. It's gonna stink. You're gonna have corpses riding down in the street, especially places like this downtown. You got corpses everywhere.
And their mountains shall be melted with their blood.
Right, mountains being melted. How are they gonna be melted with that thermonuclear destruction, that heat? And then in the midst of that heat, blood is gonna be shed. People are going to explode, be obliterated, shot, killed.
Because for one thing, like going back into what the brother was saying, to put understanding on it, man. Like World War III, that's the war to end all wars, right? So you got this guy, this bozo from Steve Ram, right? Now he's an alleged Christian. And I guess he got some type of ministries that he do dealings with. So the whole thing about it is, if Trump gets in office, there's not going to be a World War III. But that ain't what the scriptures say, man.
Right.
All right? Because you got to understand what's written in the scriptures is said to come to pass. So no matter what type of president you got, or what type of administration you got in office, judgment is going to come, because the Lord said that his word should not return unto him void, man.
Right.
All right? So ain't no, well, we going to let bygones be bygones. I'm going to do a deal with the soul. That's all fucking bullshit, man. The Most High is getting ready to judge America, man, and you people in it. All right? And we not going to come out and say it nice to you people. All right?
Keep going on that, bro. And it says, verse 4, and all the host of heaven shall be dissolved.
All the hosts of heaven should be dissolved, and the heavens goes into your rulership, man. Okay? With this current rulership being a Babylon the Great, led by the so-called white man, which is the biblical Edomites. All right, your heavens and your earth is going down, and a new administration is getting ready to rise upon the earth, man. And righteousness, man.
Right.
And we're going to put you heathens in slavery, right where you belong, man.
Right. and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll.
Hey, give me the missile sign, brother. That's what it's talking about. The heavens should be rolled together as a scroll, man. When the prophet Isaiah saw that in a vision, that's what the Most High showed him. When those nuclear weapons go off and they donate in the atmosphere, it looks like a mushroom cloud. That's the allegorical context that the scriptures is putting it in, man. Contrary to prophets, there ain't gonna be no rapture. You people gonna be here and you're gonna burn here, man.
All right.
Swear.
And all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a failing fig from the fig tree. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven.
Uh-oh, there you go. USA, USSR. You remember on that movie, Don't Be a Menace, when the nigga got the nuke in the back and he said, USSR. That's prophetic right there. Because, hey, before this war was even in fruition, going back to 2007, even beyond then, before the YouTube area, the apostles were saying that, man. That Russia was going to be an ultimate contributor to the destruction of America, man.
Right.
And America's gonna be destroyed. It's gonna get hit with nuclear weapons, man. And you people ain't gonna do a damn thing about it. Right? You can't even make draft numbers. You 77% unqualified to go to the military. And guess what? They getting ready to draft you damn women too.
Right.
You wanna be men so bad, take your ass over there to the Middle East and go get blown up. You're gonna be a man in that day.
Right.
Go ahead.
For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea.
Idumea is another way of saying Esau, man. That's the Greek way of saying the Edomites, you so-called white people.
Right.
Idumea, man.
Right.
You had this guy, he gonna say, oh, we gonna pray to heal our nation. God ain't doing a motherfucking thing for you crackers, man. Yeah. All right? The Most High is not dealing with you with your prayers. It's not dealing with that. The Most High is dealing with the elect of the people on his side, and that's it, man.
Right.
And all you people in America, you're gonna get melted.
Right.
Your prayers is in vain. The Lord don't care about that shit.
Hey, you guys gonna get real fireworks in that day, man. You just celebrated July 4th. You see all them bombs going off in the air. You got M80s and shit going off, man. Hey, you gonna hear real thunder coming on.
Standing in the audience like y'all spectate, man. Y'all don't get on this side of the line and stop playing with it. Good, bro.
So you people gotta get ready, man. Get ready for destruction. You celebrating, but you don't even remember what those fireworks represent. They represented the bombs going in the air during that time of war. So you're gonna get real fireworks, man. And it's gonna come with heads being blown off.
Hey, you know what's so funny about that? You know when the scripture said that the day of the Lord is a day of darkness? Now imagine when the nuclear missiles hit. Y'all saw when they were shooting out firecrackers the other day how cloudy the sky was. So let's imagine when the actual nukes hit this place.
That's right.
It's gonna be dark over here, man. Scripture say the day of the Lord is darkness and not light. You know? Go ahead, brother.
They showed aerial footage of fireworks going off over there in LA where it was banned. And I was pretty blown away about all the lights, all the fireworks and shit going in the air, man.
I got some extra
So that's how
days
it's
since
gonna
I
look
seen
during
you,
the
bro.
days of war, but instead of being all these
Catching
different colors and shit, it's gonna be smoke, burning, screaming, hollering. But you're gonna if you're in a chariot, you're gonna see an aerial view of
Yeah,
people
yeah, I
getting
gotta
melted in
load
the
them
sun.
up.
And the brother grabbed Joel too. I'm gonna read this. This is Isaiah chapter 34, verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment.
The sword bathed in heaven, man. Those missiles gonna fly.
right.
And they're gonna create a sonic boom. You're gonna hear them coming, man. And a lot of times you don't hear the sonic boom until after the missile already passed you. So it's gonna be too late. Your eardrum gonna get ruptured, and then your whole body gonna get fucking ruptured.
Man.
And cooked.
It says, the sword of the Lord Yahweh is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord Yahweh hath a sacrifice in Basra, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea.
I should have bought you a couple of them, bro, but the nutritionist joint I got.
It really don't get no more plainer than that, man. Really, that fat, that goes into the prowess and the
I'm gonna send you a
poverty,
bottle,
man.
and then I'm on
Because
that.
in the ancient world, you had a nice fat lamb, that was easy to the Most High. And you burning and sacrificing. And so if America is a sacrifice, if Basra is a sacrifice, well, what's the fat for these people? The pride. The pride of these people is the fat on their ram, man. And the Lord allowed it to get this bad, man. He let a woman think she can be a man up there. You know, that's way left
Do
field.
everything else, but
You know,
then that
that ain't based on no kind of science, but the fact that that's a prevalent ideology. Shows you the level of pride the Most High allowed this place to get to. Why? Because he wants fat on his sacrifice, man.
And just to add with you, brother, spread out a little bit, go down a little bit, yeah. And with those supersonic missiles, they say that it goes so fast that it causes a plasma. It causes a plasma effect on the missiles. That's why it's not detectable. So, and when they come over here, they're already using the power of heat and technology to come over here. And then now Vladimir is giving all those weapons to our adversaries, or not our adversaries, Esau's adversaries.
Right.
But that's Ezekiel. That's matter of fact, that's Ezekiel 38 because it tells them, it says, "Be a guardian to them." So the puzzle is beautiful. It's lined up right according to prophecy.
A quick precept. This is Revelations 18 and verse 18, and it says, "In the cry," it says, "And cried when," it says, Salakia, it says, "And cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, What city is like unto this great city?"
And that city is talking about America, man. Because you got to understand, you have people that come over here and they engage in dealings with America, man. Business dealings. You got Moab, you got Ammon, you got Ham, and we did the research, and they said like one of the top. As far as riches of nations, they said one of the top ones is Chinese Americans and East Indians, man. Then Africans. So they're making money head over fist in this goddamn place, man. So when this place goes down, hey, they gonna be like, oh shit, what's the deal? What can we do at this point? Nothing, because Babylon is gonna be destroyed. You know?
Right. And it says, verse 19. Verse 19, it says, I'll start the NLT. It says, and they will weep and throw dust on their heads to show their grief, and they will cry out, how terrible for that great city. The ship owners became wealthy by transporting her great wealth on the seas. That's what you call what do you call maritime? Yeah, maritime. That's what you see. The maritime trade is what made, and then they even broke it down. They said that cotton was like gold, man. So when you have the wealth of cotton, that's like, it's in the trillions of dollars. There's no way they can give us reparations that they need to, man. When it's equivalent to the amount of cotton that we pick and the amount of labor that we put in, we would own America, man.
Right.
So that's why, rightfully so, this bitch is gonna burn, man. We don't need it. Like me and the brother were talking, what the fuck we gonna do with all this mixed fabric and GMO, man? What the fuck we gonna do with it? Because guess what? We finna be owners of the earth. And we don't need this stuff, man.
Right.
And it says, the great city or ship owners became wealthy by transporting great wealth on the seas. In a single moment, it is all gone.
Right. It says in a single moment, it is all gone because the scripture says it's gonna take 1 hour to destroy America, man. Just 1 hour, because that's how quick those missiles are gonna be shot. What they say, I think what's that? The new, not the Zara bomb, but the new one they got. It's not Satan 2, but it's another like a supersonic. Hypersonic.
Yeah,
They can get over here in
yeah.
like 20 minutes, man.
Yeah, and actually they're all hypersonic, like that missile. Like the average bullet, like Mach 1, is 700 some miles per hour, right? You can't see a bullet. This goes Mach 15.
Shit.
This is 15 times faster than a bullet out of an AK. That's how fast these things are moving, man. All right, and once they go off, man, it ain't no putting it back in the chamber, man. You know, and these things cannot be defended because how the sheer speed of them. Right. You know, even if they're not accurate, this is going to destroy America, man.
And they said it. They said America, they spend more money in their offensive strategy than their defensive strategy. They said that their defensive strategies are really outdated. So if they was to get pelted from all sides, they wouldn't be able to intercept all those missiles coming in, man. So you got missiles all, you got them in Alaska, you got Russians down on the coast of Cuba. They all around this place. They all in the harbor in the Pacific. They said they could shoot Tomahawk missiles underground, under the water, and hit it on land, man.
Yep. They got one where it's called the Poseidon, man.
Poseidon,
They said that America don't even want to talk about that. That's one of the most feared weapons on earth right now, man. Besides the ICBMs, because the Poseidon, it's a UAV. It's a UAP. It's an unmanned vehicle. So what they can do, they drop it in a box. They can put it in a box, and it just sits at the bottom of the ocean. You don't know where it's sitting at. And then it turns on, and its speed is so slow that it'll move at undetectable speed till it gets about 50 miles off of the coast, 50 to 100 miles. Then it goes supersonic. So it's already 50 miles out. And then it just hit supersonic. So you can't stop. You just, all of a sudden, you see a bleep on your sonar. And then guess what? It's at your coast. It said it'll radiate the coast for 100 years, man.
And it's already underground. Can't use it.
And then it's going to send a tsunami wave of radioactive water to your landmass, man. These are fearful times we living in, man.
This is Zephaniah 1:17. I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath. But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy. For he shall even make a speedy riddance of them that dwell in the land.
That's why it says God is not going to regard what gold and silver. What was the main thing that America did when they first started this skirmish with Ukraine? They sanctioned them. So, and then guess what? Russia's economy has grown more than it's ever grown. They said before the sanction, Russia's export or Russia's currency in dollars was about 71%. After that, it's about 21%. So now they said they stopped using the US dollar as much, and then now they've grown more, and then now the BRICS. BRICS has invited 51 nations, man. 51 new nations, and then Turkey is going to be one of the newest members to the BRICS, man.
Yep. And they said that Turkey got the second largest military in NATO, and if they cut themselves off from Babylon, that's already a third of their force right there.
It's prophecy, right?
Yeah, that's
You know what? That's going to embolden those other nations, because everybody was afraid to get sanctioned by America. But when they see Russia get sanctioned and they're able to shrug it off, they're going to be more emboldened to rebel, man.
That's why they said during the time of October, I believe it's October of this year, that those nations, they may not renew their agreements with America, man. So eventually it's going to be a free fall. They got to go to war behind the dollar.
They got
As
to.
we always said, economic collapse, global collapse, then ban war. And the crazy part is the Most High is already setting up the chess pieces so that can happen. So it's not going to be a long, drawn-out thing when the chip comes. It's going to go from bam, economic collapse, war already started, chip, missile. We out of here. It's going to go in succession.
Yeah, Con. This is Ezekiel 21 and 21 because we talk about the missiles, right? It says, for the king of Babylon stood at the party, or Salakia. No, I ain't get that one, Salakia. But the main point is that this war is leading up. Turkey separating from NATO, that is a prophetic sign, man. That's showing to us this ain't gonna take long, man. An hour is all this is gonna take, but the economy-wise, it's gonna speed up.
The book of Revelation, chapter 17, verse 16, it says, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. So all of the alliances, all these different countries that America has, they're all going to hate this place. They won't have any allies. It's all going to get obliterated. They're all going to come and point their missiles and have aim and have their guidance systems specifically set to hit the U.S.
It's a nice prophecy, man. But we just went over there in the class too, that how all these nations that's going to come against America right now, you're seeing the tensions of these other nations. They're not really vibing with America like that, man. They said that since Biden got in office, their partnerships between the European Union has declined dramatically, man. That's why this guy Trump said when he gets in office, he's going to redact on the war with Russia. But wait a minute, there's already been insult to injury. Even if you did somehow sever ties with somehow patched up the bonds with Russia, eventually it's still going to go left because the damage has been done already, you know? So there's no coming back from that. The blow has already been dealt. The Titanic is sinking, man.
And they put, and it's funny how they put all these felony things on Trump right before the election. Because guess what? Now they got a hold on dude, man. They got a hold on him because guess what? Now if he gets into office, he has to walk a tightrope because he got all these felonies on the backup.
Right.
So, and who you think put them felonies against him, man?
Yeah.
Come on, man. This is the precept I wanted earlier. It's Jeremiah 51 and 11. And it says, make bright the arrows, gather the shields, which are missile defenses. And who has the strongest missile defense on the earth? The S-500, Russia. And it says, the Lord has raised up the spirit of the king of the Medes For his device is against Babylon. How these Christians gonna break this down? That's why the apostle said, man, when you deal with these Christians, take them to deep waters, man.
Drown them.
Drown them in these things, man, because now they think this Bible was a fairy tale book. They didn't know that this was a well drawn out plan to the end.
That's right.
This will show you the end, and it's going to give us the future. We know what's going to happen 1,000 years after the destruction of this place, man. You Edomites are going into bondage, and you're going to serve hardcore bondage. You're going to clean up the mess that you made on the planet Earth, the pollution, the GMO, all the bullshit that's going on. You got mRNA, all these manipulating of the genes, man. These are the things you got to pay for, man. On top of touching the apple of the Lord's eye with you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans,
Bro, they said it, bro. They said it. This dude brought it out. The senator, he was like, wait a minute, man. So you mean to tell me that you got letters that got the M to the N to the R to the you know what in it? He said, so wait a minute, would that be some type of label on this thing to prove that it got this particular poison in it? How would people be able to distinguish if the letters has the you know what in it versus pure lettuce, man?
That's right.
Because all the food got the stuff in it now, man. Everybody is sick. Everybody got digestive issues. Everybody's all messed up now. And you got to pay for that, Esau.
Yep.
So you can't repent to the Most High. Because the scriptures say, what is thou do to declare my word and my statutes. So you can't repent. You can't get out of that. Because if you notice, man, you Esau, this is what he do. He'll create wickedness, hell on earth, and then he'll try to redact on it and make it seem like he's dealing with the Most High, man. Your prayers ain't going to be heard, man.
In the book of Hebrews 12 and 16, it says, Esau found no place for repentance.
That's right.
So,
We saw it carefully.
yeah, I mean, you cried because Jacob took the blessing. It was never yours.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It was always his, and the birthright was always his, man. This is your fucking blessing, man.
And look what he's done with it.
And look what you did to it, man. And he sold it.
But see, but that's the thing of having your cake and eating it too. Because see, the thing of it is, it was played out in the spirit. Because if you understand the story of Genesis, the 4th chapter, he was already rejected when he was Cain, because he offered up a wrong sacrifice then.
Right.
And that showed the law was around.
Yeah.
Right.
So when he came back as Esau, man, and then when he was supplanted, which was all through the spirit, because you have to understand, the Most High set up physical occurrences on the earth to play out the spiritual aspects of the scriptures, man. Just like the curses we live, the curses are spiritually put from the Most High, but they are coming to place through what? Policies, man.
Right.
Slavery.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing with the birthright, man. He used Jacob to supplant Esau, and he supplanted him on the birthright, and he got the blessing because it was set up from the beginning.
Going back to Moses, when Moses was shown the temple, that was a vision of what was in the heavens.
Yeah.
The Lord told Moses, this is how I want the tabernacle built. Just like there's always been a priesthood. That's why it says after the order of Melchizedek. There's always been a heavenly priesthood, and that's what the Israelites are, man. That's what we're fulfilling our lot on the planet Earth, man. That's why everybody can't be an Israelite. Everybody can't be a priest.
The spirit already had the
Look, hey, come on, that's the spirit, bro.
Yep.
And it's a well drawn out plan of how the Lord wants. This is in the heavens, though, man.
Yep.
There's an outer court, which is the outer spirits, and then you got an inner court, which is the Israelites, the son of the Most High, which is the first fruits. That's also known as the Israelites, man. Going back to the Adamites in the garden, man. It's the same story being told in another way.
That's all it is.
That's why we're getting our glory now. That's why the earth is out of whack, because we were talking about that. If we be of that ilk, we help make all this. We help make the universe. We're more familiar with that than we are. We're familiar with all of these things. But now we're experiencing it. That's why I said Solomon build a house and not inherit it, man.
Right? Well, we built houses and we weren't able to live in them.
Yeah.
Who do you think built the White House? We did.
Damn.
We can't live in that bitch. But you have heathens in there, though.
I got a precept real quick, kind of going back. This goes back to the offerings of the tabernacle. This is the book of Exodus 25. And I'm gonna start at 1. Hey, brothers, you can step there. We can kind of like be on and block off the sidewalk. So what we can do is move the sign down a little bit more. That way we can stand on the line, and if you want to speak, just kind of come up and the camera picks up. Yeah, this is enough room for everybody to kind of stand against the wall. That way they don't trip with us. They don't really want us front here.
We call that Johnny Law.
Yeah. They don't really want us here. 'Cause I remember about 2 years ago, they was putting tables like all the way to this point. When we had the crowd over here. But anyway, so this is the book of Exodus 25, and I'm going to start at 1. It says, "And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying unto the children of Israel, that they bring me an offering of every man that giveth willingly with his heart, and ye shall take my offering. And this is the offering which you shall take of them, gold and silver and brass, and blue and purple and scarlet and fine linen, and goat's hair and ram's skin dyed red, and badger skin and shittim wood, and oil for the light, spices for anointing oil, and for sweet incense, and onyx stones, and stones to be set in the ephod and the breastplate." So that's this joint right here. You know, which shows you that the stones have properties to them, man. And if you notice, brothers are getting that replica or that reminiscent of that priesthood. This is why brothers are wearing the stones now. Though we don't fully understand to its severity, but brothers are getting into them stones, man. I had a brother from, I think the brother Kabar from, I think he was a part of the old Rochester camp. He made the fucking rap with the tiger eye with the what you call that rap, man? Copper rap, man. I was like, damn, bad as hell, cold blooded, you know. So
he an ancient jeweler.
He's a jeweler, man. And brothers are getting into that craft. Hey, this brother make fucking crafts, man. All this he got, he made this himself. Roll with it. So, hey, that show you that we the people coming back into our heritage, because what the Most High said, he said, "I stir up your way of your mind by what? Remembrance." So this don't fit the small hats over there in the land of Israel, man. They don't deal with this. Only on the left-hand side, but they don't deal with the truth, man. You know?
And then in the wilderness, to make the ephod, guess what? That means the Israelites already had the stones on them. Every stone that was on the ephod, they had it on them. And then the Spirit put it on, Jake to say, borrow before you leave. That's why it says we spoiled the Egyptians, man. They said, went to borrow this. Hey, let me hold this. Let me hold. Because guess what? The Israelites were living among the Egyptians just like a neighbor would. In the time of the Passover, guess what? You had to hear your neighbor, which was an Egyptian, their child that's got murdered, killed. They hearing howls. These are the times. It wasn't just Israelites in the corner of this. They were living amongst them, man. So that's where the time you see us getting back to these things is getting back even in the kingdom of heaven, the walls, man.
This is Amos chapter 9, verse 10. It say, "All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us."
Because the worst mentality you can have is every day, we just another day. No, we're in a time of, that's why it says the prisoner hope to be loose, man. If your mentality ain't getting the fuck out of here, something wrong with you, man.
That's right.
Especially if you got kids, you got family, you watching your people die here, man. You watching them getting closer and closer to the mindset of they can take that MOTB, man.
But you know what I noticed, brother? Salakia too, man. And what I'm noticing too, a lot of Israelites are getting scared. That's why they're redacting on the doctrine. You notice everybody's doctrine is starting to go this way now. They're like, oh shit. Yeah, like it's more evident than ever that the chip is the RFID, the mark of the beast. But yeah, niggas are not talking about it. Or you got Christians in the church breaking this prophecy down, hitting on the head, but you got Israelites out there saying, oh, it's sin. It's sin. That's nigga shit. But see, the thing is they're scared, man. Because I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen, bro. They gonna try to backdoor the Lord, and the Lord gonna smoke their ass, man. That's right. Because hey, the scripture said that the hireling, bro, he's a hireling. He's not gonna deal with the flock,
They trying to backdoor the spirit, man.
Say, Amos 9 and 10. "All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen."
And that's a household, man. That's a family. Just like you had the first fruits, that's also the house of David, man. Because guess what? There was Saul. Saul's own tribe was linking with David, man. So show you wasn't a tribal thing. These are the spirit, just like all of us, man. There's no coincidences in this truth. If you around brothers, guess what? 9 out of 10 that you don't know that brother or that's a part of your family. Just like in the disciples, guess what? Peter was there. Who was Peter? David. Solomon, Yahushua, that was a father and son duo right there. So they were going through and talking to each other. The Lord had brothers in the truth. This is a family thing. Once you start, that's why you treat this truth with what does it say? Kid gloves, man. Because you're not just mistreating somebody else random. That could be your family member, man. The Lord is bringing us back together. We don't have to understand it, but we have to move in the spirit, man.
Yeah, we all familiar, bro. Like all the 12, hey, those were the prophets, man. They was the 12. That's why, hey, John the Baptist, who was he? Elijah. He was already familiar.
His cousin.
His cousin, yeah.
That was his
That was his
cousin.
cousin, bro. So it's all the family thing, man.
The Saint Romans or Amos 9 verse 11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof, and will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old.
Yeah, so the Most High is building back that old house of David, man. And this is why you're seeing the brothers get together and come out to the streets and speaking with linking up in unity, and we're getting stronger through the spirit, man. Okay, you got guys out there that said the great millstone, they said, oh, y'all getting weak, y'all being pushed to the side. Nah, brother, we getting stronger, man.
Right.
Okay, we're getting stronger and we're getting wiser through the spirit. And we're growing, man. Okay? What you're seeing is us weed out the undesirables. Because now you got a lot of these old heads popping back up, going on these podcasts with old Israelites, speaking about how they should have left, how they shouldn't have left. This and hey, bro, man, hey, you know that guy Zelos from Israel, that bugged out nigga? He did a 6-hour live stream trying to rebuke Elder Ariala. But the crazy part, but no, peep this, brother. You remember the dude Yaradan?
Yeah.
Yaradan was on the show. And the crazy part about it is, Yaradan sounds like, because he was like actually trying to defend. He was like, well, the guys, the dude, Zelos in Israel was like, man, the apostles, they don't give a fuck about nobody, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Yaradan said, well, can you really blame him? He said, because it's like in zeal, you do certain things and say certain things in zeal. But you have to understand that, he said, men are imperfect. We go off. So he was actually on there trying to defend the gospel. So they was like, well, where are you at? Why you ain't out there teaching? He said, I teach. I just prefer not to show my face because it's too much drama. In back of my mind, I'm like, that's what the fuck you going off at, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, all that charisma you got, that knowledge you got, you should be out there waking up your flock, bro.
He had an opinion.
Yeah, because dude is very talented. Dude is cold in them scripts, bro.
Oh yeah.
And he's funny as hell, bro. Dude is funny as hell. Hey, he was already one nigga. He said, you're on no level to up to me. He said, oh, you're a little boy. He said, young boy. You know, he got that Trinidadian accent. I'm like, this nigga, man.
Yeah, Jake is. We broken, man. That's why Yahweh Shah said, he says, the sick need a physician, man.
Yeah.
We sick. That we're going because guess what? Sin is a plague unto us. Yahweh Shah is the cure, man. Yahweh Shah figured it out. He said, I can fix all of this, man. I can fix not just me. I can fix all of my whole nation with this move right here. That's why it was the $1 trillion move. It was the $1 million baby, man. It was the move to end all moves. That was the checkmate of it. That's why he said it is finished, man. Why do you think when the Lord was on the cross and said it is finished, man? He said the move to, he wasn't talking about the Edomites. Edomites were after, a byproduct of sin. When we go off, because guess what? If it wasn't the Edomites, it'd be the Moabites. If it wasn't the Moabites, it'd be the Hamites, the Philistines. If it was just the Lord would set up another nation, another sword to come over us. What was the chief sin? It was sin. Yahweh Shah said, I can beat sin. I can beat death. That's what he did. When he went on that cross, he pretty much brought us into the promised land, man.
Hey, but that's when you deal with Jake, they so fucked up in the head that they hate the cure. How do you realize that you're sick and people constantly tell you that you're sick and you saying get that cure away from you? That's why I say all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. But only the tabernacle of David gonna be raised up because they gonna believe in Yahweh Shah, which is the cure of our nation.
This is Revelation 1:18. It says, I am he that liveth, and was dead, and behold, I am alive forevermore. Amen. And have the keys of hell and death.
So the same thing, guess what? Now we can say the same. We're going to be alive forevermore. We waiting on the bodies, man.
Yep.
We waiting on the change of clothes, man. The Lord is bringing us our wedding garment, man. Our wedding garment is immortality. It's going to be in a perfect mindset, a well-functioning body, man. That's what I yearn for. I don't yearn for no riches and clowns and all that. No, I yearn to be away from the one Achilles tendon that we've been dealing with, man. Sin. Going off.
It's flesh.
This flesh is wicked, man. That's why it says, who can know it, man? The shit that your mind to have you doing, man, is beyond knowing, man.
Precept. This is the book of Salakia, Matthew 10:1. It says, and when he had called unto him 12 disciples, he gave them power against unclean spirits to cast them out and to heal all manner of sicknesses.
Why you think these guys are getting cut the way they are? Why you think vocab is an unclean spirit, man?
Yes.
Sarnetta, what is that? That's an unclean spirit. Look at that nigga with the side lock. Y'all remember that nigga? Shaka Utmost, that's an unclean spirit, man.
Shaka Homo.
Yeah, Shaka Homos, man. He even had his son with that little baby dread. This nigga.
Here the niggas from Harlem, some goddamn where you wearing a shit lock on the side. Niggas want to be Egyptian so bad to the point they running away from their heritage, man.
Yeah. Shaka's an unclean spirit, man.
That's a complete unclean spirit, man. But that's the mindset that Jake is in right now. Jake don't want the remedy to the cure. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shai said, hey, I come to them that need to be a physician. I don't want to come to, he said those that are whole, they don't need a physician. Our nation is sick, man. So when you go into Romans the 11th chapter, that's why Paul was breaking down the concept of the Gentiles and the circumcision. Because see, people get it twisted when they see Gentiles or Israelites in the same context. They think it's a distinguished people. No, it's the same people, but he's drawing the comparisons to the circumcision and the uncircumcision. That's why he said there's no difference between Jew and Greek, because they're the same goddamn people, man. They're the same people. That's why he said all Israel should be saved, man. These little peasy head nigga women walking around here, hey, eventually the Lord gonna clean them up and they gonna be in their glory. But right now they do. They through, man. They all about hip hop culture. They want sexy red. You know what I'm saying? What's that other bitch?
What's my baby daddy?
Lasso. Glorilla.
And you see that they had a photo of her doing the all seeing eye.
Yeah.
She was covering. She covered one eye and she covered her mouth.
Yep.
Because that means you giving your power and you giving that legion to it, man.
Yep.
They selling it for cheap, man. They getting it for like 100,000, man.
For the low.
they selling it out for cheap, man.
Talentless, man. Talentless people. No talent, no charisma, no nothing, man.
Yeah, it's sexy.
Unsexy red, man.
But the thing is though, but Jake don't want to be healed because being healed comes with a responsibility. You gotta eat, right?
So getting healed comes with knowing that you're sick. And when you're sick, healing is pain.
Exactly.
But when the nigga is sick, he don't feel pain because he's immersed in it already.
Exactly.
Jake don't want that knock at the door, man. It's like healing the body. When you realize that you're so sick and you put digestive herbs into your body, you feel the infirmities in your body because your body is purifying itself, man. So you lose weight, you up and down in weight. Sometimes you this way, you that way. It's called a detox. And that's what the Most High is doing to the elect. He's detoxing. The other these niggas, they just want to get that $5 menu from McDonald's, bro.
Niggas got
double cheeseburger with chicken nuggets.
Yeah, they got cancer eating Big Macs.
Yeah.
This is a
You got something to show. You bring it on, Todd.
This is Isaiah chapter 1 verse 4. It say, our sinful. Let's start here. This is Isaiah chapter 1 verse 2. It say, hear, O heavens, and give ear, O earth, for the Lord has spoken. I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel does not know, my people does not consider me. See, because Jacob was raised up to be a holy nation. You ain't raised to be calling the white man boss, man. You weren't raised to be shaking your ass on fucking BET. You was raised to be kings and rulers of this planet Earth. But the scriptures say, they say the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the ways of the wicked seduceth it, man. It say, Isaiah 1 verse 4, our sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evil doers, children that are corrupters, they have forsaken the Lord, they have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger, they are gone away backward.
Yep, and this is why how Shai's getting ready to bring the sword to the coast of Israel, man, in the form of Jacob's trouble. Bro, like they saying that this presidential selection, like me personally, it may not be no elections. They don't got nobody, man. What's this guy, Gavin Newsom?
Yeah.
He followed the leads of Biden, and then you got Kamala. She only showed herself like 3 or 4 times. Only time this bitch show herself is she's talking about Tupac or smoking weed or some dumb shit like that. She ain't done nothing for you people, man. So the balance of this world or of this society hangs in this selection, which these people are all bugged out over. But at the end of the day, we cool with whatever outcome because we know the end game is going to be destruction.
That's right.
Whether Trump gets in office, whether Biden stays in there, whoever gets in office, we understand that the end is going to come no matter what. Okay, America is the Titanic hit the iceberg, it's sinking. They couldn't say the Titanic was going down, could
Hell no.
they? Just had to throw out the lifeboats and good people
hope for the best.
That's it. Bro,
For the best.
they didn't already hit the iceberg. This motherfucker's sinking already, man.
This is Proverbs 30, to back up what the brother just read. This is Proverbs 30 and 22. It says, for a servant when he reigneth, and a fool when he is filled with meat. So Esau's, hey, this is a foolish man. He ain't meant to rule, because guess what? At push come to shove, Jake, yeah, we fucked up, but guess what? We got a ruling man. That's why people follow us in our low state, man. Because we have the vibration of a king on us, man. Even they want to listen to hip hop music and sag their pants and be like us. Why? Because we're that king mentality.
Hey,
Salaki.
Hey, Mickey Mouse, nigga, get the fuck off this comment board, man. Hey, delete this clown, man. Ask your mama where she got our garment from. Yeah, we got it at Disney store. Matter of fact, I got it from the Disney store up the street. Yeah, we got it at your mama. We got it at your baby mama house. Nigga, bitch ass. Hey, Jake, I curse niggas out. Yeah, they getting calmer.
They used to say bed sheets, so they move. Hey, we ain't crazy no more.
Bitch
Call
ass
us what
nigga.
you want, man. Call us what you want. You ain't. This truth is evident on the planet Earth, man.
Your bitch ass off this page, nigga.
Well, it says,
Hey, anybody, matter of fact, if any moderators on the board, get these scoffers out of here, man.
I'll read that one more time. And it says, Proverbs 30 and verse 22. And it says, 21, it says, for 3 things the earth is quieted, and for 4 which it cannot bear. See, this is the earth. That's why Isaiah said what? He that destroyeth the earth, man. And it says, read it again, for 3 things the earth is disquieted, and for 4 which cannot bear. For a servant when he reigns, and a fool when he is filled with meat. For an odious woman when she is married, and a handmaid that is an heir to her mistress. But the main point is, this servant ain't supposed to be here, man. Esau's not built for rulership. If you can look at these Edomites, they're ready to give up power, man. They don't want to rule no more. They don't want the responsibilities. Look at Biden and Trump, the damn debate, man. That shit was embarrassing, man. It was embarrassing, man. I'm not even gonna lie. I was like, yo, I know this is going on, but this is embarrassing, man. Joe was looking at dude like he wanted to put them senile hands on him, you know?
Like, did you just say that? Like, you know what I was saying? It's crazy to mention this. We were talking about Esau and how he just gave up his birthright the first time. The scriptures say he despised his birthright because he didn't like the responsibility that came along with it. You see?
Damn.
He didn't realize he was giving up the entire kingdom. All right, until he just gave it up to his brother Jacob, which is our forefather, and he basically didn't want any responsibility. He wanted the benefits of it, in other words.
That's right.
But he didn't want to work for it. He was a weak man. He had the administration.
Because he don't know how to rule, man. Matter of fact, somebody gets Sirach 10, because he doesn't know how to rule the earth. Like, I mean, he's ruling the earth, and it's horrible, man. I mean, Esau is like, and you said all the time, you said he let you get out of hand. For one thing, if I was Esau and I was ruling over, I wouldn't let niggas have freedom. You didn't gave niggas run your kingdom down, bro.
Yeah.
Niggas make more money. Hey, you're third at the bottom of the line for being in poverty with Jake.
They popping your daughters.
Yeah, bro. Jake running over, bro. The white woman is running over Jake, getting the bag off.
And they getting top shelf too. It ain't no mediocre Edomites either.
Bro, a nigga, hey, Jay Electronica, he married a Rothschild, bro. And you don't even hear about this nigga Jake Electronica no more.
He a nobody. He a no. Jake don't even know who he is.
Yeah, like,
he pulled a
He got a
Rothschild.
Rothschild, bitch.
Damn.
Like, that's the high level woman right there.
Damn.
Hey, that nigga like say never getting cut off.
No. Better than a pregnant. That's all you need to do. This baby gonna be all right. That's a damn shame, man.
Sirach 10 and 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered.
Wait. It said a wise judge would instruct his people, man, and the governor of a prudent man is well ordered. Esau is not wise, okay, then he's not prudent. Okay, don't let his theological seminary schools and his pristine universities fool you like he's on the level. No. If Esau was really a man that was supposed to serve the Most High, he could rule with the law, statutes, and commandments, and that would bring complete order to his home.
Right.
He wouldn't worry about a nigga popping his daughters if he ruled with the commandments, man.
This nigga love disorder though.
Man, they still ain't sent no help to vocab. This nigga drowning. They still ain't sent him a care package or nothing. They sent him out. They sent him the Abba Bivens book, and that didn't even
They
pan
gotta
out.
get G-Man back.
Come on, man. No. And that big
Verse 2 says, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers.
Yeah.
What manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein.
That's why camps are so important. That's why the Lord set up a camp. That's why the Lord said, because he's teaching Jake at a preschool level how a kingdom is ran. Okay? You got leaders, you got vassals, you got unders, even in the kingdom of heaven. You got the Most High, Yahushua, King David. That's a structure. We've always had structure. It's not why you think there's archangels. That's a post. Everything is ran. The Lord is teaching us how the heavens are run, man. So you guys that don't like camps and don't like order, guess what? You don't like how the heavens are ran, man.
Because because they're disorder. Because a camp is basically like a business. You run it like a business, man. You set up men that's capable of doing this. If this man is not doing this or fulfilling that position, then you got to delegate and move him to say, all right, you ain't working here, you go here. This is why it's important to know everybody's talents, man.
That's right.
And as a head or a leader, you have to be able to work in everybody else's position too to know how that position works. Like first off, you may start out doing the camera. Once you master the camera work, you may start holding posts. Then you may start uploading videos. Then you may start teaching classes. Then you may start building with brothers, building them up, councils, things like that. And then you build on top of that, man. It's a structure, it's a business, man.
I've learned even management, even in, doing my job, where you got to learn, because guess what? You have to know every aspect of that job to be able to be a manager. You have to know, guess what? You might have to know how the mail room is ran. Because guess what? There might not be no mailroom people. You might have to fulfill that lot. So it's important for you to know aspects. If you want to grow in this, in anything, period, it's good to know every aspect of what you're dealing with. Even in these scriptures, it's good to know history. It's good to know Hebrew. It's good to know precepts. It's good to know breakdowns. It's good to know these things, because guess what? You might have to fulfill that lot. And it's not it's no business. Once you see value in it, and because that's the mindset of having stake in the business. Once you have stake in the business, you're not like, oh, if it falls, it falls. No, that's your livelihood.
But that's the key of being a good judge, though. Because a good judge is somebody that can see the perspective of the person they sentencing.
Man, that's
like
right.
These white judges in these courthouses, they ain't no fucking good judges.
No.
They ain't never had to, steal to eat, deal with certain hardships in their life. But yet, when you go there in front of them, they looking down on you like this nigga here. Well, you don't know what type of shit I'm dealing with on a daily basis.
Right.
So that's why the Lord's setting us up to be in this low position, so we know both sides.
Yep.
We know how to be slaves, and we gonna know how to be kings.
Yeah. I always say this is a spiritual undercover boss, man. They don't realize that we are the bosses, and we went undercover as slaves, and in the trenches we picked cotton. You know what I'm saying? But we gods. What did Yahushua say? You not know that you were gods?
Hey,
gods have been serving these people, man.
We teaching Esau how to be a slave. Shit, the way we
Damn.
Hey, bro, Jake built up this kingdom.
Yeah.
Do you think that? Look, man. Look at the stoplight, the rail cars, everything that we taught them everything, man.
Yep.
We taught so-called white people how to walk, talk. We gave them their clean. These motherfuckers weren't clean, man.
Yeah, look at the colonial people. I seen the other fact there. They said them motherfuckers they took one bath a year.
One bath, bro.
It's a dirty bastard right
One
there,
bath, bro.
I ain't gonna lie to you. One bath a year.
They used to crawl on all fours and shit too, man.
They were digging up graves for meat, man.
Yeah.
That's a decrepit people. That's why the scriptures say I wouldn't even let them lie with my dogs, man. One a year. You know the must was strong with them, man. Come on. I'm not trying to be good. It's a damn shame. This is who's ruling over us. The brother said a wise word. We taught them how to be slaves, man. That's right.
You got more? You sure you got more?
Oh, okay. Yeah. It says, an unwise king destroys his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. It says, the power of the earth is in the hands of Yahweh, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable.
Right.
Break it down, bro. You got it.
All right, man, and one that is profitable is our Lord Yahushua, because it's his kingdom. All right, man, and we will be under him. All right, man, so, because it says what in Isaiah, the government shall be upon the shoulders. Come on, man. So the earth will be ruled by our Lord Yahushua and the elect.
And we're gonna root it in righteousness. It's not gonna be any shortcuts or anything like that. We're not gonna have concrete every damn way. We're not gonna have buildings this tall. Our subjects are gonna be in order. It's gonna be in perfect order, man. Just like the angels, they don't get out of order, man. Hey, y'all brothers saw the video when the angel popped up on the brothers from Cali?
Man.
He was sent there to do that.
Man.
Yeah.
He didn't break the ranks, brother. He did exactly that. You see how he was standing?
Yeah.
Bro, he was looking.
And when he walked up, he looked like he pulled out a sword.
Yeah, yeah.
And when he walked up, he looked like he pulled out a sword. And that might have been one there. He might not have been able to see that one, man.
And y'all saw how precise he was. Like they call it like a primal state. Like if you ever watch the animal and he just looks at you, he studies your move. The angel was just studying,
God,
looking.
he was scary
That
as
brother
fuck.
was speaking. He was looking at him. He was examining him. He speaking. He looking at him. That's why he moved around to the camera. When that brother spoke, he moved around. He looked at him. He was like, all right, he's on point. And he moved back. He's on point. He's on point. And when the brother made he assessed the spirit, he
Man.
dipped off. And he left. He did
Like it
one of
was
these.
nothing.
He bammed it.
Like it
Grabbed
was
him.
nothing.
Yeah, he left like they
We
good.
would have known that if that man had a meat. No, most people don't even know how to tie a meat tree, man. The meat tree. When you see the meat tree in the beard, you was like, oh, that was a royal angel. It wasn't no low-level angel. It was a very high-level angel. When I seen it, I repent. I said, Godly, Lord, forgive me, man. Because it ain't normal. We're coming to the time where the tires touching the road. Imagine an infinite amount of those type of men coming. That's who we got behind us, man. That man look like if he touches you, it's gonna be a bad deal
Bad
for you, man.
situation. You saw it, bro.
Oh my
Bro,
goodness.
hey,
you can
I-
see it through the garment, bro.
I showed my mother the video. You know, and I like doing scoffers, bro. I like to
Yeah.
show them like, look, I like to show scoffers shit like this.
Yeah.
You know, that doubters. I'm like, peep this. And then she looked at it, she studied it for a minute, and she said, that ain't no normal guy. She said, you saw his shit through the clothes, bro.
Garments,
Man.
It was like a chest plate of gold, man. And you saw his pack. Bro, the dude was brother. You seen it split through the car. I'm like, what kind of shirt is that? I'm like, they don't sell that shit. Yeah, I'm like, I can't go to the mall and get that.
Ishmael
joint.
ain't got that, bro.
Yeah, bro. And you could just, bro, it was just something about him.
His presence.
His presence alone, and he was just so brolic and stern and stoic, man. In that type of attire, you could tell that he was from a different world. Like he was not from this world.
Bro, the garment was
Yeah.
the garment was one of a kind. It was one on one.
You couldn't even make it out for real because it was so on a level, bro. That's how cold the spirit didn't even allow you to see what he had on.
The meat tree matched the meat tree. The meat tree went with the whole fit. Like it was. You couldn't match them because I always thought about where it said the Lord, where it told Solomon said the Most High adorned the flowers. How much more will He take care of you? So the Most High is the ultimate fashionist. What does it say? Fashionista. Okay, fashionized, man. The Most High is he's the creator of all this. In Apocrypha, it says the first author of what? Beauty, man. So you think his authors, and look what Solomon did for his servant, man. His servant was so decked out, he looked like a king, man. He looked like a king. She was like, you ain't
She
him?
thought it was him.
He laughed. I know he had to give him
Yeah.
that, you know that. Oh, you think I'm so, oh, okay. Oh, okay. You ain't seen nothing yet. Hold on. Let me go get my Lord for you real quick.
But see, but that's why the other nations are always Jake. Like you ever just came around heathens, bro, and they just look at you like something.
Yeah.
I remember back in 2018, it was me. I think it was this brother and they brought out the Taj was with us. We was going to that tasty chicken. That's the time we was coming back to your crib to bring back the food. And the heathen was like, man, he was looking and said, man, how y'all so clean like that? He said, oh, just like straight down the front. These are heathens telling us this, man. He said, God damn. He said, y'all just like fucking clean, like what the fuck?
Yeah. Remember the time that the St. Louis brothers came up?
Yeah.
We were all at the river market.
Yeah.
And we did the sit down by the river, and the lady came up to that brother and was like, man, who are y'all?
Yeah.
And he told us that. He said, the lady came up to this brother and asked him, she's like, what are y'all, who are y'all? Y'all doing something? And we were just eating food. We were chilling out, eating falafel. We were in plain Jane. But the lady felt it so much, she had to tell the brother, was like, who are y'all? What are y'all players or something?
Yeah,
like y'all ball players? What do y'all do?
We was hungover from the other day, the
Yeah,
other night.
yeah,
and shit.
yeah,
Bro.
yeah.
We was out, bro.
Yeah, I just thought about that. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's wild, bro.
You got bring. Hold on. How long you been? What you got? Okay. So bring that out because I wanted him to bring out the point that you got it out. Okay.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 2, verse 43. It says, and in the midst of them, there was a young man of high stature, taller than all the rest.
Come on.
And upon every one of their heads, he set crowns.
Right, so he set crowns on their head, man. So what comes with a crown?
Lord.
It comes with a specific title, rulership. So that proves the brother's point when they're saying how we're going to be ruling and dictating upon the earth, because Yahweh Shai himself is going to put crowns on our head. He didn't put shackles on her wrist. But he put crowns on her head. Yahweh Shai himself personally.
And that's a big responsibility, man. And like brothers, like you got to get in your mindset that rulership comes with responsibility. We did a lesson earlier this week called "With Power Comes Great Responsibility," man. So when you have power and you have certain things, you got to act upon it. And you have to deal with people righteously, man. Look, I said, we get spiritual power up here. We have the power to raise the dead and heal people. We're not gonna be doing that just to show off and flex. I mean, we're gonna flex, but we ain't gonna. It ain't about flexing. We're gonna have to really build people up and bring them up, man.
Hey, like that Supercell. That Taser.
Yeah.
Taser was on nigga shit.
I got that, man.
You ain't see it?
I know I'm off. I know Salah. I was gonna watch it last
We
night. I was gonna watch it last night,
Yeah,
man. This brother's gonna send it to me. Damn, I'm
Hey,
tripping.
but to sum it up, they get spiritual powers, but Jake
Shit was dope, bro.
was raised in a project environment. Jake was a part of the gang and shit. So he was using his powers to build up the gang, man.
Nigga shit.
So you gotta have your mind right and think kingly and think priestly before you get those spiritual powers, because hey, it's gonna be hard, man. You know? Because you might need to focus and build somebody up, but in the back of your mind, you want to go visit your ex bitch and put her ass to death.
Yeah,
you gotta be, disciplined.
Y'all remember last
delegate.
Last year when we was at the corner down there, remember the old lady came up like the last hour of camp. She stayed for the whole hour listening, and the spirit was like, hey, y'all gonna have people coming up like that because hey, one day y'all might be able to raise up and she can walk. Because the old lady didn't smoke. And then that's when it dawned in my mind, I'm like, man, we're gonna have a lot of responsibility. It's gonna be more than just putting people to death. That's gonna come with it. But overall, like the brother just said, man, you might have to be laboring with somebody and build them up. But yeah, you want to go flex on a nigga, but like I'm saying, you smack, you on some Jehu shit, man.
You're gonna be, because what you're gonna be turned into, you're gonna be turned into a conduit. Just like a compressor and a voltage compressor, it takes power and stores it and distributes it again. The always a story that always just it gives you an insight on spiritual power is the woman that grabbed Yahweh Shai's garment. She said it. Yahweh Shai was in the midst of people another day, another day. She came up, she said, all I have to do is touch this man. Her faith exceeded Yahweh Shai's permission. So that's the type that means people are going to come to you that you don't know what, you just chilling. Guess what? The Lord is going to bring somebody that needs to be healed, that needs to be flexed, just like the Lord is going to bring your combatants. Those that need to be touched, those that need to be judged, man.
Right.
So you're going to be ruled by the Spirit.
It's gonna be order, bro. It ain't gonna be on your accord, man.
That's right.
Each and every last one of you brothers that ever been in this thing, y'all notice that things that happen in y'all life, everything is through the Spirit. You may be pondering on something. You may say, how I'm gonna get to this level or how I'm gonna do that. But eventually the Lord brings it to you anyway. And you think about it like, damn, that was effortless. Because you just gotta let it happen, man. Always think like, damn, how we gonna do this? How we gonna build up? How we gonna deal with all these people that's gonna come up? The Lord was like, don't even worry about it, because when the time comes, you're gonna be ready for it, because I'm prepping you now to be ready for it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how it comes, man. You gotta know how to decipher shit, you gotta know how to filter things out, because you're gonna have people coming up that's straight niggas, man. That's gonna want to come up to the camp and say, hey man, how can I get down? Hey, that's the story of Simon the Sorcerer. When he asked him, he said, look, how do I get this gift? And he wanted to buy it. And Peter said, you and your gift be destroyed with you because you thought that you could purchase the gift of the Most High with money. So you're gonna have niggas coming up like that. That Book of Clarence spirit, you know? And you're gonna have to weed guys out like that. Hey, watch guys start reaching back out that left the camp, that got kicked out. They gonna start reaching back out. Hey, brother, let me kick it with you. What y'all want?
When that power hits, that power, and even look in the time of Joseph, man. If you see the story of Joseph was his whole life was being groomed, even when his brothers threw him in the pit, even when the brothers sold him into slavery. You think like, damn, Joseph catching it, but no, Joseph was on a path to being a ruler in Egypt. If he didn't go in that pit, he would have never been a ruler of Egypt. He would have never got his people right.
Yeah, Jake would have died.
His own brothers, the Most High put the spirit on his brothers to put him in a pit. They were going to kill him, but then they turned around and said, let's sell him into slavery. That was his own blood. Look what the Lord will do, man. So your path, always remember, if you in this thing, trust, man. Trust. Trust. Pray and trust and watch the Lord work, because guess what? Your thoughts are not the Most High's thoughts, man. Every move that you at, everything that you moving, because guess what? The Lord said that he is love, man. So if you are one of his love and he that he loveth, he what? He chastises, man.
That's right.
So you gotta trust it. If you don't, we too late in the game not to trust, man. That's where we at now. If you got some doubt in your shit, you might need to go and you might need to go do something, man. I don't know what else to tell you.
Go prostrate.
Because you ain't how many miracles the Lord need to do for you?
Bro.
Ask yourself that, man.
Bro. We didn't see it, bro. Like we didn't see it, bro. We didn't heal brothers in his camp. We didn't heal brothers, man. We didn't see him. Cherry, matter of fact, I was
thinking about that.
just
Day of Atonement.
Yeah,
I was just thinking about that.
on 4th of July, bro, where they was out there popping that bullshit. And it was niggas, bro. Esau when he would turn up, it was quiet. Esau when he would turn up, it was all jig, all that shit y'all heard. That was all niggas doing that. So I was at, you know, I went to chill, you know what I'm saying? I was just like kicking on the porch and shit. And that whole night, I'm just seeing cherries fly by. Shoot. Cherries just flying by all night, man. Because I was praying early in the week, and I was just doing some self-reflecting. I'm like, man, shit. I'm like, what, you know, you get the moments when you reflect, you go to the drawing board, like, okay, are you on point? Why this ain't happening? Why you ain't seeing that? Or why this is not coming to pass? Type. So you question those things. And the Lord, he had to cut me because he like, wait a minute, man, why you asking this question when I done already showed you this shit? I done showed you several things already. You still doubting? You still feel like this? And it's not a fact of doubting, but it's just a fact of self-examining because, you know, that's a good trait to have. You know what I'm saying? And I had to reflect on shit. It's like, you gotta do better. So the Lord, later in the week, he just started showing chariots all week. Bam, 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 they hitting. And that was the confirmation right there. So what else do we need to do from that point? We already showed it. You know?
You're gonna be taken care of, man. If we really believe in this thing, and you really doing it, your mindset will just be, look, your enemy's about to be in your footstool, man, bro. Don't, yeah, Esau's done, man. You go in your everyday, I look at these Edomites and I just laugh, man. I go in the grocery store, I look at him, I snicker, I'm like, he's done. You got a warrant out for you. Your nation touched the apple of the Lord's eye. His son at that, on top of his people. You're done.
Most likely ready.
You're done. He's gonna torture them. He's torturing them now. Look who their president is, man. They got a damn dude that look like he need a walker, man. The guy's senile. That's their president. That the world is look. You know they bought a trans gay group to the White House for that Pride thing month or whatever. Yeah. They said while Vladimir is over here with North Korea and Vietnam, they bringing sodomites to the White House. The world is hip. The world is watching. They're like, man, look at these people, man. Babylon is done.
But they said Moab was making mockery of that debate, man. Everything they said Moab, they said they was looking over there, like looking at the presidential debate, and they made mockery of that shit. It was comical, bro. It's comical, and like you just read in Sirach 10, the leader so is the people. So you gotta see now, docile Muppet in office. That's why the people are all bugged out, man. We'll bring that out.
The book of Exodus 18, I'll start at verse 18. It says, thou will surely wear away.
Nah, go up. Just going back to the point we made earlier about delegation, about order, structure. Because everything in life is structure. Everything is structured. Everything is built on the foundation. When you build from that point. You know, like you see those buildings, they're held together by particular steel beams. And as the story goes up, they have another set of beams that structure that structure, and it builds up, man. It's called a structure. It's a structure.
After verse 12, it says, and Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, took the burnt offering and sacrifices for Yahweh. And Aaron came, all the elders of Israel, to eat bread with Moses, his father-in-law, before Yahweh.
Now you notice it said the elders, meaning the top men, the rulers, man. Go ahead.
And it came to pass on the morrow that Moses sat to judge the people, and the people stood by Moses from the morning unto the evening. And when Moses, his father-in-law, saw all that he did to the people, he said, what is this thing that thou doest to the people? Why sittest thou self alone, when all the people stand by thee from morning unto evening?
Because it was a long, rigorous process. Go ahead.
And Moses said unto his father-in-law, because the people come unto me to inquire of Yahweh. When they have a matter, they come unto me, and I judge between one and another, and I do make them know the statutes of Yahweh and his laws.
Right, so basically Moses was basically trying to deal with every Israelite individual. Nah, bro, that ain't how, nah. You gotta work yourself out. Nah, man, that ain't how it works. You know what I'm saying?
Jacob comes with some bullshit too.
Yeah, like the Sabbath was yesterday, but technically I cooked a little bit when the sun went down. Am I going off? No, dumb shit like that.
Yeah.
Things that niggas can figure out themselves, man.
Yeah. He stole my garment.
What am I supposed to do? Can I go pop this woman?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Right. Verse 16. When they have a matter, they come unto me, and I judge between one and another, and I do make them know the statutes of the hour of his law. And Moses' father-in-law said unto him, the thing that thou doest is not good. Thou wilt surely wear away, both thou and this people that is with thee, for this thing is too heavy for thee.
Right, it's too heavy for one man to do this, man. Right. It's too heavy. Think about it. When you go into the book of Ezra, the seventh chapter, when it goes about straight as the gate, when you go through the straits, it says that one man can cross at a time. We all can't cross at one time, man, because the bridge collapsed. We got to do this thing individually, but at the same time, it's so much of a burden that we got to go through. But we got to go through like this, hold each other. You know what I'm saying, hey brother?
Yeah.
You know, because it's a collective effort.
Yeah, it's a jungle gym type.
Like GMS Chicago, you think Elder Malcolm was seeing over that all about himself? Hell, bro, that's 100 different personalities you got to deal with. Bro, that's too much. I'm like, how in the hell? Hey, I spoke to the Elder Malcolm. I said, bro, I'm like, how you doing? He said, I didn't want to inherit this, man. He said, I didn't want it, but the lot fell on him to do it. But he got officers, leaders, men that's set up to deal with that, man.
And those are the best type of leaders too. Those are the ones that don't want it.
Yeah.
The ones that don't want it, the ones that don't feel like they need that they can do it, those are the best leaders. Because why? They're not gonna do it for their own personal gain. They're gonna do it for the thing. They're gonna do it for what the experience is, man. That's the best type of leaders. Just like Jonah. Jonah ran. That was a prophet. That was a prophet. He said, man, look, I'm out. He ran on the Lord, man. Come on, that's a man. So always think about yourself, because them demons will try to tell you about yourself, man. Don't listen to that, man. Because even what say Moses was known as the meekest man. He was meek, man. He was lonely. Like, come on, man. Moses, because the same thing with the Most High, he's delegating, man. What do you think this is? What do you think the 144,000 is? What do you think Israel is? That's going to be the gods that are going to rule the rest of creation, man. We're being delegated. We're not just going to rule earth. That's why the scriptures say we're going to plant the heavens with us, man. This is our training ground. Right. That's all it is. This is our roughneck. We in the trenches. What did Jake say? We getting it out the mud. Okay? We're getting it out the mud of being slaves. We've understood and mastered slavery. We know what it is to be a slave, and we can judge that. And with what does it say? With equity, man. But that's what we're getting ready to be, man. We're getting ready to be put up on a high level where we can judge creation. That way the Lord don't got to be there in his glory, thunderbolts, over a lamb dispute. That don't make no sense. And why would the Lord? Because guess what? You're going to have delegations, and then it's going to go up to the top, man. But guess what? The Lord is going to put the law in us where we're going to judge just like if the Lord was there, man.
Yeah, then the scripture say you shall judge angels. How much more we got to delegate amongst ourselves?
That's the
But
precept.
these niggas want the white men to delegate their ass.
Well, the brother said it earlier this week. He said the Most High ain't got to come off the throne and get shit done. He got Yahweh Shai, he got order for all that. He got angels, angels down here. The Lord give the word. Hey, look what Michael Corleone do? He gave the orders, man.
And it was done.
Yeah, but he took the credit for it because, hey, without his guidance, instruction, none of that would be. So the Most High ain't got to get up and come down here and see what's up. The Most High like, man, y'all gonna take care of that.
You got the train, you know, you got to get off the throne. There go that big train coming down. It's like that angel that came to camp, man. You don't want him to come see you. You don't want him. You want everything else. You want a precept. You want a cup. You want us to come talk. Don't let that man come see you, because there ain't no ifs, ands, or buts, man. He gonna come collect something, man.
Yeah, like when Jake was like, man, we wanna talk to the Lord directly.
Okay.
He was like, all right, go ahead, fast, clean yourself 3 days.
3 days.
That motherfucking ground starts shaking, lightning, clouds. Jake like, nah, fuck that, Moses. We gonna deal with you, brother.
They said if the animal, the Lord, it was so cold, they said if an animal came and ate on the mountain, they gotta die. If an animal, the Lord don't play, but an animal come eat, the sheep go along, guess what? He's done. That's the mentality you must have, man, the severity that we're in. Because we are the nation that are entering into the holies of holies, man. And what is that? The knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. That's why it says that he gonna breathe into us. What did he breathe into Adam, man? The breath of life, man. That we're being the secrets. Just like we tell Nate and these other guys, man, we're in an intimate thing right now, man. This is a love relationship with the elect in the Most High. Let a woman call another man's name while you having intercourse, man. What you gonna do?
Tyrone.
Well, who the fuck? Hold up. What? No, it's an offense. It's beyond. That's a man. That's one of the men. That's a top tier thing with a man. If you don't got a problem with that, then something wrong with you, man. But you got these other guys, call them what you want. No, we're in an intimate time. The Lord has given us the secrets. He's given us the knowledge. He's given us the understanding. This is the secrets, but all of a sudden you want to call on another man's name? No, that's why you have to use the name that's given. There's only one name under heaven whereby men must be saved, man.
That's Ezekiel 16, man, when the Most High got on the tribe because they committed. Basically, if you read the New Living Testament, he said you committed whoredom, prostitution. He said I had to put hands on people. You read the New Living Testament, said I had to put hands on them, man.
The Lord had to touch him.
He had to touch up, Jake, because basically, like when you go into Jeremiah the 2nd chapter, it says, "How hast thou become as a degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me?" He said that. He was like, "I clothed you, I fed you, I've given you everything." And basically you went and you committed adultery. That's the most hurt shit. So, hey, when you look at our situation with our women, it's the same thing, man. Lord took that hurt and he redacted to us.
Yeah, gave it back to us.
I watched a video earlier today, and this nigga, bro, he was dealing with this chick who had another dude's kid, right? I guess the shorty must have been like 2 or 3 years old. So, I guess Jake was doing good in life. He had a Beamer and shit. So, he was getting on the bitch and was like, "Man, you let a whole nigga in my crib while I was gone." He said, "I had cameras in my crib, bitch. You and your son get your shit and get the fuck out."
Damn.
Kick the ass out, bro, because how dare you disrespect me and my home after I took you and your son in.
Yeah, took you under my wing, yeah.
And this ain't even his son, this is another son. You ain't obligated to do that shit, man.
Oh no.
And he put her ass out and she couldn't do nothing, say nothing.
Nah.
No excuse, no nothing. He said, "No, you let a nigga in my crib. I got cameras in there."
Damn.
Called her.
Rightfully so, man.
Yeah.
Rightfully so, man. They're trifling, just like we were trifling.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why you don't come to this truth with a high mind, man. You're a sinner, man. You went off. We all went off. That's why it says, if you can't hate yourself, you can't be the Lord's disciple, man.
Right.
You don't come in this truth with no mentality like you somebody. You ain't nobody, man. The Lord is, man. What did the Lord tell Moses? He said, man, he'll raise up, and he don't need us. You have not chosen me, I've chosen you. So don't get it twisted, man. We're every day you have this name, every day you have this truth. And the more that I say for myself, and brothers know, the more we go through things, the more we cherish this thing, man. You don't want to go through it, but at the end, it's not the cherishness you get in the way you touch. Like I said, when I see that angel, man, I was like, Lord, please, whatever I've done, you know what I'm saying? Because we're not perfect. But the Lord is putting an exclamation point of it on us that we don't deserve. When is Nate and IUIC, ISUPK seen chariots at their camps, man?
They don't see him.
Yeah, Alizé.
Yeah.
When is Sakari seen chariots? They would have filmed it. They would have magnified
they
it,
would
man.
have put that on there.
Oh, look, we're the men of the Lord. Look
Bishop
at
Nathaniel.
Come on, man. But guess what? We don't do that, man.
Well, in the scriptures, it says, Yahweh resisteth the proud, but giveth grace unto the humble.
Right.
So by me seeing that the angel in chariots, hey, that's a grace.
Man, that's my point, bro.
Meditating on that. You imagine on the one that who kicked the chariots, man.
Remember Chicago? I'll never forget that, bro. Yeah. And guess what I say? There was only inner circle that knew that moment was happening, and guess what? The spirit world knew it was happening too. So they got all the brothers to get that experience at one time, man.
That
I
happened
always
that
remember
happened 2
that.
years in a row. We went down there. That happened in what? Was it 19 and 20? Was it 20 or 21? 20, no, it's 20 and 21.
Pre-pandemic.
Yeah. No, 20.
I was there in
no,
20.
20. It was 20 and 21 because I went 19, 20, and 21. Yup. It happened 20 and 21 because the second time it happened, they saw it here. And what they witnessed, I was witnessing at the same time. And the crazy part about it is, the brother was on the phone with me while it was happening, and you heard my voice on the phone on his video witnessing the same thing.
Oh, hello, man.
That was like, this shit
Oh,
is
hold
crazy.
on.
Jake better stop playing with the Lord.
Hey, I got plenty of chariot titans, man.
They said Missouri, Kansas City is a hotbed, bro. They said, bro, they got They got Facebook groups dedicated to just UFO watchers in this area. They showed one on one of them, you know, them doorbell cameras. Cameras. It was about last year, maybe the year before last. They said that they caught a chariot and like quiet level with this building flying through a whole neighborhood in Kansas City, bro. I think I've seen that one. Let me finish this.
Oh, yes, like.
So Exodus 18 and 18 says, thou wilt surely wear away both thou and this people that is with thee, for this thing is too heavy for thee. Thou art not able to perform it thyself alone. Hearken now unto my voice, I will give thee counsel, and Yahweh shall be with thee. Be thou for the people to Yahweh work, and thou mayest bring the causes unto Yahweh.
Did you mention already that he didn't set up because of other tribes? Did you mention that? Okay.
Verse 20 says, and thou shalt teach them ordinances and laws, and shalt show them the way wherein they must walk, and the work that they must do.
Right, so therefore there's a responsibility, man. Like I said, great power comes great responsibility. And like certain people lead hands-on, certain people lead through examples. Okay, there's different talents in this thing. Every leader ain't gonna be that leader. Every leader ain't gonna be that leader. You might be different from this brother how you do things. You may be more of a hands-on, by the book, hey, this is how we gonna do it, versus this brother may walk it and y'all follow my lead because, hey, you get left behind, that's on your ass. Me personally, you know, I'm a little bit of both. I'm hands-on when needs to be, but hey, keep up, man. I ain't got time to be trying to hold your hand. You either want it or you don't. Right? We ain't got time for all that baby and shit. That's what Apostle Charles said, man. You got to come in this thing. You got to get on the level, man. You got to come on the level, man. Hey, the foundation has been laid. Pick up the mantle and follow the lead, man. Yeah, you're going to make mistakes, trial by error. But you keep up and you keep pushing.
And it says, moreover, thou shalt provide out of all the people.
In correction, I hope I'm leading by example. I say it that way. Not that I'm just doing the good thing. I hope what I do is brothers can see it and be influenced and inspired by it. I say it that way. Because, you know, it's about humility at the end of the day.
Right. It says, moreover, thou shalt provide out of all the people able men, such as fear Yahweh, men of truth, hating covetousness.
Yeah, men of truth, able men, hating covetousness. And then most leaders in Israel do not fit this bill. Most guys that call themselves Israelites, they come in a covetous spirit. Because they don't know what this thing is about, man. Why would you set up a $500 counseling? Where's that in the scripture?
Life coach, bro.
Life coach, man. How the hell you gonna be life coach? But yeah, you was just on low jumper 22 talking about some Crip shit,
Yeah,
man.
I'm for Crip.
On some Crip shit. Like, how the hell you gonna be a life coach?
Yeah. He's a life coach making a bad life decision.
Right. Yeah. Like, how are you going to give someone advice and you making the dumbest decisions of your life, man?
Yeah. Who's his life coach?
Man,
Hey, say,
Hey,
Ron.
Larry who?
Hey, I'm gonna read the head real quick.
but
It say, retain Guerrilla Hebrew as your life coach. This includes 8 hours of personal counseling sessions per month, plus direct text access for the month. An $825 value for only $500.
So if you come up short, guess what? You blocked.
Hey,
If
he
you
didn't
come up
read-
short, your connection is blocked. He gonna block you
He
until
didn't
you
read that
read.
scripture though,
Come on, bro.
because you supposed to have other men set up to do that. He wanted to put it all on himself.
You want that bread?
Bro, I don't want to talk to 1,000. Even though we are Israelites, I don't want to talk to 1,000 different Jakes, man.
But you know the crazy part about it is you gonna have stupid niggas that's gonna pay for that shit.
Yeah.
They are paying.
They gonna pay for that. Like,
They
wait a minute.
are.
I want Guerrilla
Oh,
Hebrew.
wait a minute, man. Why would I want a nigga that got the name Gorilla to lead me? When you think of a gorilla, you think of what, a brute. Somebody that eats bananas and throw shit and untamed animal, man.
Untamed.
Where's your
Damn.
fitted cap,
He
bro?
said untamed. Yo,
Put
this
your
man is a
fitted cap
savage.
on.
I'm gonna show you how to wear a hat.
Really, that's them being carnal, but that's a play off of guerrilla warfare. Because they're in that Sakari spirit, man.
That's that shit that the Black Panthers did, man. The gorilla, they did that shit, man.
Man, they making profits. So
But he's-
brother.
He wants to be naked so bad, bro.
What he said.
Man,
It's
he
what
want
he
that naked
said.
bro.
But he said,
And then Apostle,
That the-
Apostle Joe.
that texting him directly is
yeah.
an $820. It's an $825 value.
Yeah. Direct
But
text.
for only 500. So
500.
you leave with Jake $300. No, $325.
Yeah, you gotta decide your car payment or some advice from a nigga.
Am I going to eat today?
Bad advice. Bad advice.
yeah,
Bad
yeah,
advice. It ain't gonna pan out. But the main thing, you know, we say this in sport, but you making merchandise of the people, man. And you don't know this ain't your lambs. You didn't purchase these men. The men that are waking up in these last days have been chosen since the foundation. That's why Yahushua said it 3 times. What you ignorantly call Jesus said it 3 times. He said, if you love me, feed my sheep. If you love me, feed my sheep. And if you love me, feed my. Peter said, man, what am I not doing it? It got to a point because he wanted us to know that is important. He purchased it with his life, man. So you charging these sheep money and making merchandise, and the one thing that Yahushua got mad at when he was in the temple selling, man.
And you charging them to
Come
push
on,
the
man.
same bullshit you pushing on video. All thing you gonna do is tell them what you telling them on your videos, man. And then, Lord forbid, women, and most of it's gonna be a bunch of silly ass women, man.
Yeah.
Because you know women, women they're hypergamous. Women are hypergamous. They want to get with the top dude.
Yeah, the power.
And see, Jake is smart. They know bitches spend the most money. Like when you look at the when you break down the commerce in America, bro,
Yep.
they say that women spend 10 times more on average than men do. This is why you still have an economy. Women spend money all the time they don't have.
Right.
They get better lines of credit.
That's
they
right.
get cheaper insurance.
That's
they
right.
get cheaper everything. Why? Because they're gonna spend that money, man.
And they be admitting it too. They ever get around the chick, they be like, I just be buying shit.
Man, look at the situation.
I'm emotional
Look at the situation with the Chris Brown thing. They charging him $1,200
For a fucking $1,000 for a hug,
for
bro.
a hug, man. And a woman to pay that, man. Let a man pay that to see. Ain't no man paying that to dap hands with no rap on. Hey, yeah, man. Hey, that was a good concert, man. That's 500. No, men don't have that mentality. But a woman that show you, guess what? They'll spend when it's something that is of value and value.
Yeah.
Because that's not a valuable thing. That's not a wise thing. That money could have been used to invest in your household. You could have betted yourself. You could have got a program. You could have got product to sell.
I would have bet on myself on that.
Come
shit,
on,
bro.
man.
Like,
Oh yeah, come on. I'll be like, baby, look, save that.
Pay your rent ahead.
Say that, and we gonna get this popping. Look, come on, man. But the mentality is that these people are, especially women, they're sick. That's why it says, lead away silly women laden with iniquity, man. We're in the time of spending. Look, Jake, freely have you received, freely give, man. We giving you this truth raw, man. You can have everything. Some of the breakdowns that we have, scholars don't have, man. And that's through the spirit and power, y'all about to y'all shot with our apostles and elders on down, man.
it's a whole breakdown.
Breakdowns that scholars, they had to go to a damn cemetery school for years and still don't got it, man.
That's why vocab is so mad, man.
Man, he hurt.
Yeah, you know it's
Man, he hurt.
Man, I got a couple more on here.
Yeah,
Y'all
come
bring
on.
out y'all last precepts and we'll wrap it up. How much time we got on there? We gonna cut it.
We're about 82.
Yeah, we gonna cut it short
82
today.
minutes.
Go ahead.
Verse 21, it says, Moreover, thou shalt provide out of all the people able men, such as fear Yahweh, men of truth, hating covetousness, and place such over them to be rulers of thousands,
Rulers of thousands, go ahead.
and rulers of hundreds,
Hundreds,
rulers of fifties, and rulers of
tens.
tens. And let them judge the people at all seasons, and it shall be that every great matter
Be
it shall
in season and out of season.
No breaks. You don't come out when it's cute, when your garment can fly in the wind. You got your little nice little thick girl who's walking by and you can yell on a bullhorn. That's right. Nah, you got to be out there and it's cold, man. Hey, we did one camp last, man, this year. We wasn't supposed to be out here, man. We went out there, it was cold as fuck. They was taking turns sitting in the truck and shit. I'm
Man,
like,
shit. Remember Wisconsin?
Man,
4 hours.
Oh, yeah.
We was out there 4 hours.
That was
bro.
a flight. That was a flight. Y'all brothers know. I ain't gonna tell. I ain't gonna put you quiet. That was one of them, man.
But it was a beautiful camp, bro.
Yeah,
I
it
loved
was.
every minute of it. It was
Yeah.
edifying and the spirit kept us out there. But it was cold as fuck.
Jay
We
thought he was
turned
gonna
up
lose
even
a
harder,
toe.
but
I ain't gonna lie.
We turned up even harder that night just because.
Yeah. We left the battlefield, bro. We left the real. We battled the elements. We battle. People was looking at us shaking on the way out there. They just like, look. Slop, man.
Feel my feet,
Man, bro.
Right, it says, let them judge the people at all seasons, and it shall be that every great matter they shall bring unto thee, but every small matter they shall judge.
Right, so you don't want to overly strike. That's why a lot of times when you got dumb shit in a camp that happens, a lot of times it don't got to go up to the top, man. You know, back in the day, you take everything. Oh, this brother said this and that. You can take it up. No, you ain't got to take everything up to the top. You should have leaders on a level that's able to do things in their own camp. Like if shit happen in this camp, bro, a lot of times it stay in the house. If it's bad enough, then we'll take it to the regional head in Chicago and we'll deal with it in the house. But it don't need to go up to the top unless it's like some real deep shit. Because you gotta know how to deal with matters, man. And most matters can be resolved within your own church. All right, brother, this is the judgment. Don't do that. This, the scriptures. Rebuke a brother and then get him back on point. Case closed. You know, you don't want to make a overly strenuous thing out of something that you can have this brother to do. Don't be come to this brother or the top heads for some shit because your girl didn't tie her shoestrings correctly. Man, you deal with that, man. He said this about me, brother. Okay, man. That ain't true. That ain't our problem. You fucking deal with it, man.
The Lord has built something that should be perpetual. That's why it says teach other men that will teach others also. Because this thing is supposed to keep going and going until it hits that number. And once it hits that number, it's gonna lock in, just like a perpetual watch. Once the watchmaker has put all the pieces where it needs to be, and he winds it up and he lets it go, that watch will run forever. Yeah. That's what this is. This is a perpetual motion thing right here. Once it's set up and the elect is sealed, this is gonna rule for the end of time. There's not gonna be an end to this. We're gonna have sons, teach them. The sons, daughters, our nation's gonna grow. We're gonna flourish the earth. We're gonna flourish the universe. This is a beginning. We're at the beginnings of a great plant that the Lord has been. This is his magnum opus, man. Yeah. If you look up the word magnum opus, it means great work, man. The Lord has. That's why he wasn't hard. That's why it wasn't easy on us. That's why he didn't take it easy on us. That's why it says it bruised him to please. It says it pleased him to bruise Yahushua, man, and to bruise us. He said, "I don't give a fuck about your emotions. I'm making something that's gonna. We don't even know what the hell we're gonna be able to do, man.
Eternity, brother. You can't put a fathom on eternity. When you say eternity in your mind in the third dimensional sense, it gets boring because your people mind can't concept. That's what Paul said. He said that the sufferings we go through are not compared to the glory that's going to be revealed in us, man.
I love that verse.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's hard, it's minute at the time, it's frustrating, you know, it's boring, it gets irritating, but when you look at things for the greater good and you keep your eyes single and focus on that track ahead, then you can't go wrong, man.
Everything else is uncivilized, right?
Because guess what? This shit gonna still be destroyed, whether you like it or not.
Yeah. The women gonna go, your fat, even your kid, because guess what? You gonna get them back. Everything you lose, the Lord said, I'm gonna give you 100-fold. That's a bet to me. I don't know if y'all brothers invest, but hey, if somebody told me I'm gonna get 100% return on my investment, all I gotta
10%.
Come on, man, you gonna go get a loan for that. If it's a for sure thing, guess what? You just gotta wait for the stock to grow. That's what the Lord is saying. Wait on me.
Like you gon'
wait.
Like you
gon' hit.
Hey, he showed you at an Uncut Gems, bro. That I'm saying, bro, he knew it. He already knew. He took it all. He betted on the fight.
Oh, he knew it.
He said, I hit.
Got his ass. That's Esau though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He knew the numbers, bro.
Yeah, he's still getting fucked up at the end.
Yeah.
It says, and let them judge the people at all seasons, and it shall be that every great matter they shall bring unto thee, but every small matter they shall judge. So shall it be easier for thyself, and thou shalt bear the burden with thee.
Right. So that's the point, man. You set up men that can do certain things. Like, all right, brother, you teach that class, you deal with these brothers, you deal with that brother. Get a report, then report it back. You know, things like that, man. You give men things to do, and you kind of see how they work out in certain positions.
Right.
He may not be good in being a second in command. That may not be his lot. So then you got to figure out, okay, is he mature enough to step up to the plate? Is his mind there? You know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of observance over time, man. You got to see what fits. Sometimes you may have to take the brother that's been in the truth the least, but he has a certain type of ruler or leadership that he can step up and be second command because he knows numbers, he knows order, structure. You may have to do that. sometimes leadership don't cover how long you've been in the truth, because you got men that's been in this thing years and they don't know how to lead. They don't know how to be assertive. They don't know how to put their foot down. You know what I'm saying? And then you got certain guys that want to lead, and that's what they want to do, but they haven't figured it out yet. It comes with humility, honesty, experience. You know, and then some guys want to get a name. This is why you see guys like Sakari. This is why he wants to set up a council group paying $500 a month. Because he want to be that dude.
What a nigga.
He wants to be the ultimate Levite. He want to do what Moses did when Jethro told him not to do it.
Yeah.
He's going against the grain, man.
Life coach, bro.
Fucking life coach, man. Life coaches have proven to fail. Ask anybody do counseling work. It don't work. It's true.
He wants to be Nate. He wants to be what does it say? What does it say? Damn, what's the word I'm looking for? A cult of thank you.
Cult of personality.
You got something, brother?
Yeah. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 1, verses 3. They say, we are bound to thank the Most High always for you, brethren, as it is meet, because that your faith groweth exceedingly, and the charity of every one of you all toward each other abounding. And that's really the goal of the camp, man. The goal of the camp is to increase brothers' faith and to keep the charity full, man. You see, now when you have, you know, wicked spirits or unclean spirits, that could be a hindrance to that mission. So it say we are bound to thank the Most High always for you, brethren, as it is meet, because that your faith groweth exceedingly, and the charity of every one of you all toward each other abounding, so that we ourselves glory in you in the churches of the Most High for your patience and faith in all your persecutions and tribulations that ye endure, which is a manifest token of the righteous judgment of the Most High. It say, your persecution and your tribulation is a manifest token of the righteous judgment of the Most High, man. Because it's easy to say, oh man, the Lord fucked me up, I must not be a man of the Lord. The Lord must hate me, brother. No, it says it's the righteous judgment. You see, sometimes you gotta get burnt to get your ass right and become back stronger, man. Yeah. To say, which is a manifest token of the righteous judgment of the Most High, that ye may be counted worthy of the kingdom of the Most High, for which ye also suffer. See, for which ye also suffer. That means that it's a reason for doing that. It's a reason you getting fucked up 12 rounds in a fight and you still ready for more, man. What you gonna do? Say I quit, throw in the towel? For what? Where's the reward in that?
Right. It'll say, for whom Yahweh loves, he chastises. So if you're not getting chastised, something is wrong with you, man.
Okay.
Your father must be on your ass, man.
Yeah.
Because if he's not, then do he really care about you? Do he really love you? No.
Yeah.
They took me at a house party with that nigga kid, father, you know?
Yeah.
Boy, I'm trying to make you a responsible person.
Yeah.
What Denzel say? He said, man, I don't have to like you. I go to work. It's my responsibility. Yeah, he told him, because guess what? Love is like I said in the video, the Most High knows how to grow gods, man. You don't know, God. You say God, but you don't have to ask. Like the Lord said, you said your thoughts are not. You don't know what it takes to be in that position, man.
Yeah.
We thinking like, oh, we going through hell, but that's what we had to taste to be what we were meant to be, man. What we were created to be.
You gotta love that hell at a certain point.
Man.
It is hard. It's hard to develop that.
Yeah.
But you got to endure.
And we're as a legacy. The Lord is built. He said he's gonna set it. He said, I'm gonna move in. You're gonna be my temple. You have any understanding the blessing that the Most High has promised us? He said, I'm going, once everything is said and done, we done got through our rough. Yahweh Shah covered the majority of it, man. Once he went on that cross, he sewed up the breaches that now the Most High said, okay, now I'm gonna give you things. Now we moving to the next level. Now we've been given the secrets. We know the Gentiles. We know the last prophecies. We know the breakdowns. We are in another level higher than we were, like the apostles say, and people get mad at. We know more than the prophets did. Yeah. And it's hard and sometimes you hear it and you're like that, but it's true. Those prophets wrote it down and was scared. They didn't understand it. Now we've been blessed to know what they didn't know.
Yeah. Jake say, turn me up.
Hey, as the scriptures say also, it says that I was just reading today. It says that those men have seen the promises afar off, but they attain them.
Bam.
You know, so
That's
we
the
got it
precept.
now. Yeah.
That's the precept.
And the thing of it is, people scoff at that because they say, well, the prophets got visions. The Lord dealt directly with them. Well, because you gotta understand it was a different point of time, man. They didn't have Wi-Fi and YouTube and all that. So the Lord was dealing with them directly because they was more receptive. They didn't have all this shit we got today to deal with. And it's already written down, so we don't have to go back and rewrite it down. We're just interpreting what we already wrote. We're just getting the revelation of it now. That's why Yahweh Shai, hey, the angel, what did he say when John wept when he said that there was nobody worthy to loose the seals?
Revelation 5.
Yeah, and then Yahweh Shai was the only one that was found worthy to release the seals, to give the information to his men. This is why the Lord told Daniel, he said, look, go thy way and stand in thy lot until the end of days, man. So we got that knowledge coming back. This is why we know the break.
He was hyped too. They said John, when he said that, he said they praised him and was so worried. He said he was hyped, man. That had to be a moment, man. That lamb coming and it's one of my favorite. Every time you can see it, you can see him. He said, man, here is a lamb that has been slain, man. He came. Yahushua did a great work, man. And if you don't want to praise that name, you a nigga. I'm gonna say it. These men are gonna second that, man. You a nigga, man. This man put his life not on the line. He gave it. He gave it, man. And we are now to be where we can. This brotherhood, man, was a part of that sacrifice. To have men that you could actually, you can say in love, man, in a world that's full of hatred and bullshit, man. You know? Yep.
2 Thessalonians 1 verse 4 again. So that we ourselves glory in you in the churches of the Most High for your patience and faith in all your persecutions and tribulations that ye endure, which is a manifest token of the righteous judgment of the Most High, that ye may be counted worthy of the kingdom of the Most High, for which ye also suffer. Seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to tribute. It's like, seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you, and to you who are troubled, rest with us, when the Lord Yahweh Shai shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels. You know, we're doing that, the mighty angels, man. And it's going to be more than the ones you see in the sky, because the angels going to be on the ground, man. You know, we were saying earlier, you don't want to come face to face with a man like that.
No.
I was scared looking at the video.
Yeah, I was spooked.
So imagine if you in the flesh, and you know you a wicked nigga. Oh, Jesus, see? Niggas like that.
They scoffing.
They
He's
gotta
smart
get the fuck
himself.
up out of here, man.
He's smart
When
himself.
Yahweh return, he gonna blow away all this shit, man.
Right.
It say, and to you who are troubled, rest with us, when the Lord Yahweh shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels, in flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that know not the Most High, and that obey not the gospel of our Lord Yahweh the Anointed, who shall be punished with everlasting destruction from the presence of the Lord and from the glory of his power, when he shall come to be glorified in his saints, and to be admired in all them that believe, because our testimony among you was believed in that day. See, you say be admired in his saints, man.
Wow.
Because that's where we truly feel happy, man. That's where we truly feel alive. Man, we said that last week in camp. We ain't really living, we existing, brother. You haven't tasted life yet. But we gonna taste it when Yahweh Shah obliterates this place and glorifies us. Lord willing, we be the elect, man.
The definition of admire.
Yeah,
Applaud, praise, express admiration. It says commend, praise, formally or officially. Express approval, hold in high esteem. Wow. Be infatuated.
and you gotta have a certain spirit to be in that, man. Because it say when Yahweh Shah arrived, all the nations they say all the nations wail because of him. Motherfuckers crying, people getting obliterated, man. Hell, death, all coming at the same time, but yeah, we the ones praising. Call Allah, the Wadi Al Bashim Yahushai. Call Allah Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You know how brothers get, man. You see the chant, you feel like a mighty man. But these people don't feel like weak men, man.
Scripture say their heart should melt. I mean, their heart they should roughly paraphrase because of the things that's coming on the earth.
Right.
Of course, you give them up for fears for the things that's coming on the earth. Still not born, man.
Yes, sir.
You got something, bro? All good? Good. Well, with that, man, we're going to close out. We're going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Rakah. We give double honors to the elders, the apostles, the great millstone that rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Lord, it's where you were edified until the next lesson. Shalom.
Shalom, yes, brother.
Shalom, bro. And another one.